I want to redefine how you define your dream home. So this is not going to be a video about some minimalistic hut or some mansion that only the most elite people can afford. So if that's not what you're looking for, then I advise you watch another video. So I would like to start with a story, which is the past 3 years of my life, I've been living at a residential college. It's boarding for university students that come from a rural area. There's myself and 200 other students, and it has been an absolute journey. So throughout that time, like anything you'd expect, I've made a lot of friends. It's been incredible. We've had some crazy adventures together, and I've loved every second of it. It's been safe. I've got food and water looked after. I get fed. Have my room cleaned for me. It's like living in luxury, but it's not breaking the bank. A condition that I stay here is that I must keep studying. So my degree is almost up, and I'm going to have to find a new home soon. And that is where this story comes in. This definition of a dream home. It's a community of about 150 people living together. The benefits are immense, and that's what I really hope to show you during this video. From the safety aspect to the boarding and like the wealth that you accumulate when you bring all this funding together. It's really amazing. So I'm going to go through some slides and show you what that looks like. Before we start going through the points, I'd like to highlight that a part of you, even if it's not conscious, knows what the benefits are of living with other people. This is how we're meant to live, right? Socialization, you're meant to have close friends, close family. They're meant to be physically close to you. So first, we have being closer to people who matter. First of all, at least being at college, and I'd imagine it would be the same with the community, is catch-ups effortless. You run into people like it's no one's business when you're living together. It means there's no travel time. It means that if you want to catch up with a friend over dinner or go on an adventure, there's less planning involved. You're already in the same place, and that is absolutely amazing, especially when life gets busy and you can't be bothered to travel 40 minutes, especially if you're in a city to visit a friend. On the same page, you have more run-ins, just day-to-day catch-ups, not necessarily planned events, but you walk in and you see your friend over lunch, and it's a massive improvement to life quality. I think not just when you have free time, but when you don't have that free time, you can still making sure you're getting some socialization in, despite the fact that you might be busy with work or other matters. We also have safety. Of course, if you're living with 100 to 150 people in, say, you all share one block of land, different houses, because I don't think anyone's dream is to live literally in the same house as 150 other people for life. Not exactly my dream personally. Everyone knows everyone. It's safe, right? Kids, if there are kids, can play in the safety of like the area of houses, right? No one can no one is going to try and break in if there's an easier option out there to break into, right? It's safe because everyone knows everyone. You can invest in security. And I think here, at least at college, it has been phenomenally safe. There's never been any huge issues because security is so tight. And there'll always be help. This extends beyond just colds. Of course, living here at college, whenever someone has a cold, your friends will happily come and pick up some medicine for you and drop it off to you. But we've also had situations where we've had to get someone to hospital, and the amount of help you have then is just paramount. It's really important. And when you have friends, like I'm surrounded by my friends, right? And when this person became very ill, we had more help than we needed. We had so much people caring. We had people ringing up family members to let them know what had happened. We had people online with 000. We had all the help we could ever need, and that is so important in the case of an emergency, that you have people who are going to stick through it with you, and there's not going to be any questions. There's not, maybe should I help this person? It's not, I've got better things to do. You just help because you're with the people who are closest to you, and you really get to know someone when you are living together and living next to each other. It's absolutely phenomenal. And finally, wealth. I think I'm personally a big fan of saving my time. I do not like to waste time. And so the first point I would like to make is time wealth. If you have 150 people, you can order in groceries once a week and get them all delivered. You save time, you don't have to go shopping, and it's more affordable if you do it in bulk. So you save a lot of time, you don't have to go places. If you have shared facilities, 150 people can pool their money to afford a gymnasium, right? Gym equipment. And from there, I can save time. I don't have to go 20 minutes to get to my gym every time I want to exercise. Right? You can have a shared garden, hobby farm, I think they're called. Right? Workshops, tools. You can hire a handyman, or if one of the people in this community is a handyman, you can save a lot of money because he can give his services in exchange for other services. You can save a lot of time and money living together, especially when pooling resources. And so I think with this idea of a dream home, it doesn't take away what you want your dream home to look like. It doesn't take away if you want to live in a mansion or somewhere more minimalistic. You can still do that. The idea is that people come together, and that through that you can achieve more, you can be happier, you live longer, right? Happier people live longer. You have unconditional support, and it's honestly the best thing ever. You need to experience it for yourself to, I think, really get an idea. But this is something you should want, especially in a world where people are becoming more and more isolated, right? We have AI. Now you have AI friends. You can pay a subscription service to talk to a robot so you feel less lonely. But it is not as good as genuine human connection. When you have these people coming together, it is the best thing ever. And I think if you want to figure out how to do this, because it is no small task to bring people together, keep your finger on my pulse, right? Keep track of what I'm doing, because I plan to go over everything we need to cover in order to start up a community like this. It's no small task, and I really would like to get this done as fast as I can, but it was going to take years, in honesty. But if you keep your finger on the pulse and keep track of what I'm doing, I'll teach you everything you know, everything you want to know. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.